Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. And on the video we got for you today, we're gonna be talking about the Outriders demo. I know I'm a little late, but I wanted to really put in the time and get a good grasp of the game before forming an opinion on it, rather than just being the first one to drop a video. But before we get into it, man, you already know what to do. Make that like button blue and subscribe if you're new. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so the demo launched on February 25th, and I gotta be honest, I was aware of the release date, but I'm not really a big demo kind of guy, so I was more than prepared to simply skip out on it and wait until the full game's launch. But as word of mouth goes, a friend of mine brought it up, and more of my friends were going to download it, so I said, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. Outriders was developed by a team called People Can Fly, which, fun fact, is the first official game they have worked on since the team left Epic Games. And for those of you who may not know, Epic Games is who makes Gears of War, which is exactly why, if you have played the demo, you feel the resemblance immediately to Gears of War, with the roll mechanics, the cover-based system, to the oh so satisfying sniper headshots, where the enemy's head explodes, leaving blood flying everywhere. But I digress. Before going into how I feel about the demo and the overall game itself, I just want to give a quick review on the characters' classes to catch you guys up. There's the Technomancer, long-range combat, giving support with gadgets that essentially take debris from the planet to form weapons. Then you have the Pyromancer, medium-range combat that conjures up fire and ignites the enemies into flames. There's the Trickster, close-range hit-and-run style that has a stealth element to him where he manipulates time and space, slowing enemies down or teleporting on the battlefield. Last but not least is the Devastator, close-range tank build, up front of the line, right in the middle of the action, with no care other than to cause damage to the enemies. With all four characters having different playstyles and abilities, they also all four have different ways to regain health, which is what I think separates this game from other looter shooters in the genre and makes it unique. For example, the Technomancer regains health anytime you deal damage to an enemy. So essentially, anytime you shoot and hit an enemy, you regain health. He's the only one of the four that does that. The Pyromancer regains health anytime you use your ability and light an enemy on fire, you mark them. When either you or a teammate kills the enemy while marked, you regain health. The Trickster and the Devastator are somewhat similar, where they only regain health when an enemy dies close by. So for example, if you're the Devastator and you're far in the back and sniping, you are not going to regain health, because it forces you to play to the character's abilities and playstyle, and it also makes you make a choice of how you would like to play the game. The demo consists of a tutorial, the first campaign mission, and a few side quests, which equal roughly 3 hours, give or take. And you can try out all four of the character classes in the game. One thing that I did notice and I do like is some of the side quests were right in the same area as the main mission we were currently trying to complete. Also, we had to pass over some areas we completed earlier in the game to reach a new part we haven't yet explored. So while running to the new spot, you think, hey, remember here earlier when we were ripping through enemies left and right? To me, that's really cool and nicely designed how it makes everything feel connected. You can reach up to level 7 of 30, unlock a total of 4 abilities out of 8, and only 2 skill points to apply to the absolutely massive skill tree, which can be taken in 3 different directions for each character's class. Within the demo, you get a taste of the world tiers. Simply, the higher the world tier, the more difficult the mission, but better reward. And it was noticed right away. While just a small glimpse, raising the world tier definitely presented more of a challenge, especially when running through missions with a group of you and 2 other friends firing on all cylinders. Now that we got everyone caught up, let's talk about the gameplay aspect. There's a few things that need tweaks, but that's just it, tweaks. Nothing major or game breaking, but a few things that they could work on, which is the purpose of releasing a demo before an official release. I've heard it all, from the motion blur being too much, something minor and doesn't really bother me, but they've gone on to say a setting will be in the final version where you can turn it off if that is a bothersome. I've heard the camera zooms out too far while sprinting. I don't even know what to say. I guess for some people that could be an issue, I don't know. I personally didn't even notice the distance or felt that it mattered enough to affect my overall experience. But hey, everybody's different and to each his own. One thing I will say that definitely needs work, but not sure if they will even focus on it, is actually the cover-based system. There were some instances I noticed when I was too close to an object, I would spam A on Xbox to get into cover, but it wouldn't work until I backed up a respectable distance to then press A and enter cover. Again, something minor, nothing crazy, but just something for them to work and improve on. And in a game that can get as hectic as this game can, those small seconds could make all the difference between life and death. However, their own promos for the game have said, quote, covers for cowards, end quote. So I truly believe they don't even want you to rely on cover, rather than to just have it be there at the end of the day if need be. So will they work on it? Who knows? It's just something I did notice that could use some work. With the cover system, there is also certain things you cannot mantle or climb over that you would think you would be able to, which was a little weird to me. Why can I climb up this section over here but not be able to climb up this section? I don't know. That being said, the enemies are actually really smart. Not that they're not easy enough to beat when you're skilled at what you're doing, but just how they function overall. They'll actually try to flank you. If they see you in a corner, they'll try to push you even further back or throw a grenade to force you to change position. And that's really good, especially in a game like this, where the combat is non-stop, chaotic, and it helps with canceling that repetitive feeling, making every fight or enemy feel different than the last. One thing that was a little underwhelming was the overall map or level design. Let me preface myself by saying they're not bad in any way, but after playing Destiny, a game that Outriders will always be compared to, even if by default, they just fall short of the creativity and innovation Destiny brings. Again, it's only a small sample size being the first mission, so maybe as you progress, the levels get more unique. That is yet to be seen, but in the demo, it was just the basic ground, grass, walls. Again, not bad, just not unique or anything to write home about. To go along with the level design is the open world aspect, or lack thereof for that matter. You know, in Destiny or The Division, you run around and can go here or go there while exploring this area or that area, whereas Outriders is more linear. Go to this location, insert cutscene. end up somewhere else, insert cutscene. Wash, rinse, repeat. The cutscenes also are very choppy to me. Could be a demo issue, will be fixed in the final version, but the cameraman in the demo cutscenes appears to be walking through an earthquake, never seeming to get control of the camera, shaking non-stop while being played back at 24 frames per second. Most people will skip the cutscenes anyway, but for those who want to know more about the story and understand what exactly you're fighting for, this will give you a headache. And I hope it does get better. The linear lack of open world aspect again is something that I personally don't mind. It doesn't bother me or ruin the experience, but the game was presented, or at least felt like it was to me, that it would be more of an open world exploration type of game, and it's just not even close to that at all. That being said, I came into this game not really hyped for it, but also not expecting nothing either. Pretty much somewhere in the middle. And coming in with that mindset, this game personally exceeded my expectations, and I thoroughly enjoyed it way more than I even thought I was going to. If you are someone who critiques every minor detail, this game may not be for you. If you constantly compare this game to Destiny, you will undoubtedly be disappointed. But if you take this game for face value and enjoy it for what it is, playing it as its own standalone game, I'm sure you'll be pleasantly surprised at just how much you enjoy this game, and how fun it truly is, especially with a group of 2 other friends. I was 50-50 on being interested in the game and more of an it looks cool but whatever kind of mindset going into the demo, and now I'm full on 100% interested and cannot wait to play this game day one when it releases. But I want to know what you guys think. Did you play the demo? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? What are some of the things you didn't like about the game? Are you more or less interested in the full game having played the demo? Are you even going to pick up the game day one or simply wait for a sale later on? I want to hear from you guys and what you guys think. Let me know down below. If you are still here at this point, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more gaming content, including news, gameplay trailers, walkthroughs, and much, much more. But that's going to be it for this video, and I will hopefully catch you in the next one.